Okay. When I say back to the body, that means you focus back to your body. And today the talk is, if the Buddha can attain Nibbana, so why can't we? Of course you can. Just that many lifetime to come to go. Unless, this is a question that was put up to me, a written question, right? That how should you do it? Normally for a lay person, can a lay person become an arahant? Does a lay person has the potentials to attain arahant if he or she doesn't want to ordain? The answer is yes. But yes doesn't mean you stay in a household life. Yes, because you stay alone. You take the 8 precepts. You live the monk you live the life exactly. The lifestyle, the thinking, your mindset like a monk, like a homeless one. That's to say, you got to give up a lot of your enjoyment, your sensual pleasure, enjoyment. Maybe your 3 meal, your 5 meal becomes 1 meal. No makeup, no nothing. Very simple. Very simple lifestyle. Basically, no attraction at all. Nothing to stir up your external, your eyes, your ears, your nose, your tongue, your bodily sensation. You don't allow it to be stirred up. You would encourage this stirring up. So you need a lot of restraint. That's why we say you need to have these precepts. This precept doesn't only within the boundary of 8 precepts. If something that strikes you and you feel that no, inside of you, internally you feel that it's not right, but the precept never say you can't do, but morally it's wrong, well, we don't do. So a lot of things. So we come to practicing. It all boils down to Sila, Samadhi, Panya. And the most important thing we are very neglecting is the Samadhi practice. That means concentration practice. So can I lead you all to a short sessions of guided meditation, a tailored meditation before we move on. As you listen to the talk, in this sitting position, relax. And this is a position which most of the people, they like it, especially people with kneecap problems. They can't bend their foot. And they always like to give excuse, I cannot practice meditation because I cannot sit down with my leg fold, half lotus or full lotus. You got no excuse. You can sit on a chair. You can even lie down. You can even do standing meditations. So now, with this posture that you're sitting now, right? And of course, you are very intended in listening. You have a breath, right? You have this body of yours sitting here. You have the breath. You have this mind that knows that you're sitting here. The knowing, what we call awareness. You're aware you're sitting here. This presence of mind is here. And your duty is you sing your attentions, focus on your breath. Just beware of the breath coming in, going out through your nostril. This is the number one step. You need to establish this mindfulness of breathing. As been said in the Anapanasati Sutta, Asasa Pasasa. The breath coming in, the breath going out. The duty of your awareness is to keep focus on the breath at the tip of your nose. That means it's within your upper lips and the nostril to feel the sensation of the breath rubbing in, going out. And that's your main duty now. Don't let all these distracting thoughts, or this thought that's gossiping up in your mind to drag you away. Okay, you keep focused. Keep yourself focused comfortably onto the breath. It's normal to have some discomfort on the chest area, because most of the time we spend our attentions on our wild mind, these wild-driven thoughts, thinking of this, thinking of that. So we very seldom pay attention to the breath. Has been requested to give a guide, simple guidance meditation. So it's your breath, and you are able to do it. You are not being able to focus continuously is because you don't get used to it. You get used to thinking, get used to involve with the gossiping of your mind. And that's the problem. When a person is off balance, when a person's mental energy is drained, why is it so? Because every human being, your concentration energy, that means you can concentrate in your daily work. Thinking of your duties that need you to discharge, your planning, your instruction to your family people, to your workers, this and that, your chores in your daily life. You need concentration or mental energy. In Mandarin, we call it 精神，体力的精神，体力 bodily energy， 精神 mental energy。So because of we all don't know how to look after ourselves, look after the mind, right? We keep thinking of the object that we're involved with. So you keep thinking, plus your home problem, plus your job problem, plus your this problem, that problem, all these problems cram into your mind. So what's going to happen? You're going to have a mental crash now. That's why you get so mentally dragged down, so mentally drained, tired, sick of life. Sick of life because why? You're mentally drained. You don't know how to charge back this mental energy. So what we are doing here now, we're using these very, very simple techniques called mindfulness of breathing. You dislodge yourself from this mind state of thinking. Just direct your attentions to your breathing. That's all. It's so simple, but a lot of people find it so hard. So hard is because of these distracting thoughts. So there will be a tug of war here. So you got to remind yourself, okay, you got to tell yourself, okay, now my mind is in a very chaotic state. You just acknowledge that it's in a very chaotic state. And I am going to enjoy my breathing. And that's it. And just go back to your breathing. Just remind yourself, back to the breathing, back to the breathing, back to the breathing. Until as such, you are able to anchor yourself with the breathing. It might take some time, maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes, or 45 minutes, maybe, or maybe even longer. It depends on your efforts. But I want to caution here is, don't be agitated, don't be in a hurry, because as you force yourself to watch the breath, there'll be a setback is that you will develop headache or the tension of the chest because you're forcing. It should be a very easy, light, Tidapa attitude kind of watching the breath. Relax, cool it, relax. Keep telling yourself, relax. Don't be so tense. You have been very tense all this while. Your breath is very relaxed. But why you can't relax? Your whole body tense up. It's because of your mind is so troubled. Your mind is so crammed with all this so-called responsibility, so-called self-invited unnecessary gossip into yourself, and that all this rubbish going to cram inside you and make your whole body so tense up. It's the thought, the evolution of the thought that cause you to tense up. It's not the body, let me tell you. Right? I give you a very simple example. You just follow the breath. At the same time, your ear listen. But, okay? At the same time, you're breathing in, breathing out. Relax and listen to the talk. I'll give you a very simple example. If you were to question yourself using a very simple method to bring you back to the present. Suppose your mind is grumbling on certain things. Why should I do this? Why should I do that? Blah, 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 blah. You just tell yourself, you're given a task. Go and wash the toilet. Hey, why should I wash toilet? Why should I? You talk to yourself. Toilet bowl got grumble or not? Toilet bowl never grumble. Water got grumble or not? Nobody grumble. The brush will grumble. Who grumbling now? I see, straight away you say, oh yeah, I'm grumbling. This very fast. A lot of people use this method. I was in Penang, and they said, wow, so who was it? They say, very good. They say, you must know how to throw question in order to stop your mind from further questioning. Because this mind of ours is very tricky, it's very cunning. Right? All this while you have been thinking all these things. And let me ask you one thing. Does all this thinking, all this planning materialize? No. It doesn't. And all this thinking of external thing is very, very mental draining. And you can't help it because you need to make a livelihood. You need to work. So you got to need to spend your time think of external thing. Yeah? Doesn't mean we cannot think, but we must think wisely. If you can think wisely, then it brings you good result. What we say wisely, like for example, like this 佛牙寺. Thinking of building a 佛牙寺, is it wise? Very wise. Because it enables Buddhists to gather, to do dana, to listen to talks, to do chanting, to do the ceremonial thing that we have been, all this were acquainted to. And it makes people spiritually empowering their mind state. You see? It comes up with one thought. The thought of meritorious thought. That's very conducive for the practice. It comes from your mind, right? Another person, destructive, jealous people. Why build so many temples? Why build so many temples? Then his mind is thinking of what? Thinking of all this destructive thing that is very destructive morally to oneself. Morally to oneself. Breaking of all the precepts. Killing, telling lie, sexual misconduct, intoxications, all these things that's very, very not so morally encouraged, but it's accepted by the society because not everybody want this kind of lifestyle. You see? So when we measure these two things, why human happiness, some are very happy, even though they are not so rich. They may be staying in a rented flat or maybe one-room flat, but they are morally very, very rich, very kind people, always help people, very kind, always volunteer their service. They never think money, they never think about money stuff. They just help, they just want to help. And you can see these people, they are so happy, so cheerful. When things not so smoothly in their life, they take things very easily, like nothing happened. On the other hand, you can see this group of people, so well educated, so-called, very high salary, driving all this big sport car, and living a luxury life. You see the way they behave themselves. You look at the newspaper that is reporting in our society. Why is it this way? Why is it like that? What causes these people to behave like that? If it is not greed, if it is not hatred, if it is not delusion. Because people are being taken away by what, or obsessed by this thing. So they feel the kind of satisfaction when they acquire something in their life materially. You see? So from here you can see the contrast. The example I given to you now is that it's not the external thing, it's your mental wealth. It's the way how you think, the way how the way you think, the way you interact with people, the way how you treat people. You see? Whatever religion you can believe, we don't care. But how this person manifests himself, how he behaves himself in this society so that we can live harmoniously. You see? Do you think you can lead a very happy life? I don't think so. But if you are a person who always practice metta, loving kindness, or practicing a lot of sacrifice, a lot of volunteer service, very responsible people, know how to respect the elders, you will lead a very happy life. And this is what meditation is for. And this is what we are practicing to do away or to correct ourselves from all these unskillful behavior that cause us all this pain all this while. A lot of people say, I want to meditate, and they meditate. But when they go back home, irresponsible mother, how the children going to look at them? How the husband going to view at you? Or maybe the husband is so another type, vice versa. So you're going to create a kind of disharmony within the family. And do you think you can meditate properly? I doubt so. Because the atmosphere you created at home is not a good atmosphere. Son not like son, mother not like mother, father not like father, husband not like there's a kind of guilt, a kind of anger within the group. So it's no good. So it's very important for us, human being, I use the word, or Buddhists as a whole, to be responsible of your own actions, your own speech, and the way you think. Yeah? And you say that, can I be an arahant, by the way? Suppose I say, you walk 6 hours, and then you sit 6 hours, and then you walk 6 hours, and you sit another 6 hours, then we talk about it, no? You say, cannot. I say, cannot really. They don't want to sacrifice, but they want result. They want result. In the end, they find that, so hard. I better go and study easier. So they study, book knowledge. Study, got a lot of these so-called certificate to certify them they are, PhD in the Buddhist study. When you look at the behavior, yeah? It doesn't tally. I always bring this kind of example in Thailand. There was all this old lady, 70, 80 years old lady. Daytime go to the paddy fields, do some planting, under the sun, hot sun. And when come to, we call it full moon day or half moon day. In Thailand, the holiday is a full moon day and half moon day. Then they meditate whole night. Wow. Myself also malu, because I walk, my leg very tired, I want to rest already. Then the man say, go and sleep. Then I look at old lady. Wow, how can I lose to one old lady, Then the next morning, I was very curious. I talked to this old auntie. I say, Pa, does your leg feel pain when you meditate so long? He said, of course. How you do it? Endure lah. I see. When I heard that, I said, wow. Sibei ho tong. Endure lah. I say, endure lah. They say, wow, we can't even endure. So, I wasn't taken back or neither was I discouraged. It was a very good encouragement for this young Singaporean to be exposed to this old lady, you know. Then I asked her, did you have any, what do you call that, Buddhist knowledge about the Buddha life story, blah, 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 blah. He said, Puto, 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 puto. Puto ni. They just puto, 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 puto. I said, so easy, so easy. Don't think so much. He said, think so much for what? The more you think, the more problem you got. So people like us, in this kind of society that we are brought up, you must have knowledge in order to do things, right? Basic one. Then we are taught to have more knowledge so that you don't make mistake, refine things. You say, all these are book, not real. Book knowledge you can forget. But life experience, when you meditate, then you can direct your mind from a very chaotic state and enter concentration. You say, that is real. That is real. Of course we have this doubt. Because we never experience that. We never experience the bliss of concentration. We don't experience the piti, the rapture, that kind of blissful state arise from meditation when your mind go into concentration. Be it Kanika Samadhi, we call it threshold concentration. Be it Upachara Samadhi, or Appana Samadhi. We never experience that. All the world is thinking like mad person like that. But we thought that is normal. Of course, you are mindful of what you are thinking. So these people, they are mentally very distressed, very, very tired. They know that the capacity of the involvement in certain things, if they don't take a break, they're going to have mental breakdown. And this is why so-called society that we're living in now in Singapore, very stressful. I can tell it's very stressful. A lot of people complaining, very stressful. And that's why we're lucky enough that we have a belief and we have a way, a series of training that can take us to distress ourselves. And that is meditations. And that's meditations. And of course, whatever thought you may attain, whatever causes you may attain or pass certain causes, if you never continuously to do what you are doing, then you won't see the effect. It's just as somebody else who go for a retreat and they might attain certain kind of calmness and they are very happy with it, and they keep telling people must meditate, and then they don't meditate. And this is what happened. I call shopping meditation, shopping center meditation. New shopping center open, they go, hey, this week, then next week, hey, go. In the end, so from here you can see these human weaknesses. We don't have a continuity or what we call persistent effort. We may have the faith, but we may not have this persistent effort in doing what we should be doing to address our mental problems. You don't worry that you meditate already after my husband ordained how? You don't worry. Or my wife going to become a mechi or become a pikuni how? Since time immemorial until today, you know. Everybody say, good, good, good. But I see nobody come. Yeah. Why? Because jolly well they know it's not enjoyment. It's very big sacrifice to become a monk. Like I say, 3 meals become 1 meal. No fashion, only one fashion only. Huh? Botak. I also gone. Nothing. This fashion. Overseas also this fashion. Everywhere. Wedding, chanting, people die, housewarming, this fashion only. It's not easy. It's a very big sacrifice. Monks sacrifice the most. And then whatever thing we do, we don't demand for a repay. We do it because we have the joys of giving. Giving in terms of sharing the knowledge. Giving in terms of showing the way. But we have nothing. We have nothing because we practice and we see for ourselves it's nothing. The more we contemplate about being a human being, we've been through life like what you've been through, and the more you contemplate, the more we use the word hua poa. And nothing to be so like, the worldly people. But of course, not everybody got this kind of inclinations. Not everybody can have that. And even somebody might have one too, they may not be able to continue through their life. They may halfway drop out because of certain unforeseen circumstances. So it's very important when we practice, we always want the easy way out. We may have a lot of things, a lot of knowledge, but in meditation, there's no such thing as easy way out. No. When you sit and you experience pain, you experience discomfort in your body, there's no such thing as easy way out. Sit through the pain. Even your backside gonna burst, let it burst. Yeah. You think so what? Nibbana so easy? Go to a McDonald's, get pay, and then you get your thing. You got to go through that because our barami is not the same. Everybody are not the same. Some people like to tell themselves, I'm the kind of sukha patipattha. Sukha patipattha, that means easy way out. Easy way out lah. That means don't have to do anything, no. Easy way out. But you look at your mind state. When we talk about sila, samadhi, panya, sila, your behavior, do you live in line with the teacher's code of conduct or not? Did you experience or be able to master the skill of concentration or not? And with this support of concentration, are you able to see the truth of these 5 khandhas? Your body, your feelings, your perceptions, your this analytical mind, and this consciousness, to say that this is not self, this is suffering if you attach to it. And this is no self. It's not going to live forever. And what we can see, even without meditating, even an ordinary, a person who doesn't come to a class, a Dharma class, or listen to the talk, what they can understand is, life is If you are born, sure to die. But how you die, that's all. And most people at large, they say that your heart must be good enough. They always say, they always like to say that your heart must be good. Sim ho teo ho. And you see the way they treat their family people, how they scold their children, how they interact with the neighborhood, how they do things, how they treated their worker, how they treated their subordinates. Is it they treated with this kind of good heart? No. It's the mouth that is good as all. The good heart ended at the mouth. But in reality, they can't do it. You must have this series of training, so-called precept. You see, there's no such thing as shortcut. The Buddha already formulated this training, Sila, Samadhi, Panya. Sila is your precept, 5 precept, 8 precept, 10 precept for Samanera, and Bhikkhu 227 precept, and Bhikkhuni 331 precept, if I'm not mistaken. Can you follow or not? You don't tell me it's up in the heart, no. Then if you can't follow, you always be influenced by the thoughts, your evolution of thought, thinking of the thought that you are so attached with, under the influence of greed, hatred and delusions. In a very mild level, you do things, and from very, very mild level of doing all these things, your mistake become a grave mistake. When you're getting older and older, we say, 习惯成自然. Get used to it, and it become a habit. You always do good, it become a good habit. You always do this unskillful thing, something damn stupid, they become a unskillful habit. And this is how habit is developed, because under the influence of these 3 poison, they will develop you into bad habit. But if you under the influence of good thoughts, kind thoughts, then you will develop good habits. For example, certain people, they are very outgoing, they like to help. Everything they like to volunteer, they like to help, they like to sacrifice, they don't care about their own body, they don't care about themselves. And at the end of the day, a lot of people will view him stupid, no? Never rest one, so stupid. Yeah. They say, why must you do that? It's not true, because it's the joy of doing. The more you do, because you're doing something very, very productive, very, very good, very skillful, something good for yourself and for the community as a whole, then we do. You see, certain people, they might do all this thing that's very destructive, but they also do. But they can earn a lot of money. They say, wow, very good, very clever. Like those drug pusher, that sell drugs, that destroy our family peoples, our son, our daughter who are addicted to drugs. And this circle of people, they will say that, he's so smart, so good, so clever, he made a lot of money. You see how people being motivated by different source. That's why skillful thought and unskillful thought is very important. That's why in your meditations, this is how you're going to change your life. When you meditate, it is through this meditation that you can arrest this thought within you. Why? Because it is through breath meditations that you are able to slow down this mental process within oneself. Because as your mind, as your concentration is getting more and more intense into the breath, when your mindfulness grows, when the sensation or raptures arise within yourself, you feel a sense of fullness within this whole body, mentally and physically. You feel very, very nice. And this good energy will help you to dispel all these troubling thoughts. All this thought has been troubling you all this while will slowly lose their influence over the mind. And your mind will come to a complete stop. Just this pure awareness with your breath, and there won't be thoughts. And when you can experience this state of calmness, let me tell you, sometimes it's better than striking lottery. Yeah. You feel the kind of joy, the kind of happiness that will arise, that kind of knowledge, we call it insight, that will arise with you that, if I don't meditate, die free, man. The kind of joys, So the next time you meditate again, and this time you can't calm down. Maybe you can't calm down. Why? Then you can see that, from here you can see the contrast of the mind being mindful of the breath and the mind that doesn't have a foothold on the breath, but just awareing of your mental thought. Then you got no foothold. You got no anchor point. Why? Because the minute this thought manifests itself internally under the influence of the conditions you are in at that present moment. Maybe someone provoke you, say something nasty to you, and you get very angry and you blow, you get very angry, and you start to lose temper, start to scold your family members, and this is why thing got to turn sour, right? And then when you meditate, you start to cry, I shouldn't have do this, I shouldn't have do that, blah 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 blah. That should be the way. Go back and cry. Even you don't cry, you must make a mental note. Okay, don't do it the next time. So this is how human being correct oneself from mistake. You don't correct like, I correct myself. No, you got to have this mental agreement within yourself that you are not going to do it again. Okay, maybe this urge of doing wrong manifests again. You remind yourself, don't do it. Don't do it. 10 times, don't do it. 1,000 times, don't do it. Then you see who win. Who win? At the end, you will come up winning. Don't get disheartened if you lose, because this is the nature of the mind. Then you should reflect, what causes me to lose this time, to give in this time? Or my mindfulness lapse. See, my mindfulness lapse. I didn't keep my mindfulness intact. I lose mindfulness into the trail of thoughts. 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 Thought. Into a trail of thoughts. And you've been dragged into the story, the content of the thoughts. That's why you suffer. It's make-believe. You suffer. But when you meditate, you are able to detach yourself out from this thing. Because why? You are with this very, very neutral element, and that's the element of your breath. Your breath doesn't have a past breath or future breath. The breath is every second in, out, in, out. This body of ours, this breath of ours has been very loyal, very, very loyal, very, very friendly to us all this while. It's just that we lack of this understanding, and we hold on to something outside of us to be real. But if you can be mindful of your breath, then you see things change. Then you see things change, because when your mind calms down, you can arrest, you can detect whatever thoughts that arise, and you will be the one who decide, should I do or forget it? I'm not going to do. Rubbish. This is going to cause fraction. This is going to cause disharmony. This is going to cause all this unskillful act in terms of word, thought, and speech. They just stop it there. And this is what we call, you are wise. You are wise. You have the insight. You are able to develop that kind of insight within yourself to solve your problem. Then you can have that kind of trust, that kind of confidence, that kind of courage, that kind of faith that, hey, I want to do some more. This is very good. Then your adventure will be more and more interesting into the adventure of your own mind. Because why? Every day is a new day. It's a new experience. You walk out from this door. You go out. You see how your mind runs out to latch on things. How your mind latch on things and start to make suppositions, story that you suppose it to be. And how you create all this unnecessary pain when you find that this is not what you think. It's wrong. You have wronged somebody. You have accused somebody wrongly. This is where regret comes in. So being mindful of this present moment will reduce a lot of bad karma. When we talk karma, it's a karma of your speech, the way you say things, the karma of your action, you do things, the karma of your thinking. It reduces. It can reduce because what? You're mindful, and you know, you contemplate already, you weigh the pros and the cons, and no. And okay, you made a decision, you are satisfied decision, so be it. Then we say this person is getting more and more skillful, more and more wise in leading his life. This person can be trusted because he possesses the precept. He's very, very restrained in all his actions. You don't have to tell people to respect you. People respect you. You don't worry. You don't have to go and put a poster to say that I'm how good. Don't need. You just do your work. Lie very low. If I ask you to go, okay, Lord, share knowledge. If not, you still do your own meditation. You got nothing to lose. So, when we meditate, this is what we are training at. Because if a person can't manage his own mind, and you want to go and teach other people, I don't think it's relevance. It's blind leading the blind. Maybe you say that, or if not, who's going to teach? You don't worry. If each and every individual is sincere in improving their meditation, they will meditate at home, you don't worry. Whether who is teaching or not teaching doesn't matter. Because if each and individual hold the responsibility that they must engage in themselves in executing all this practice within themselves, then they benefit. If not, listen to talk here, listen to talk there, listen only, but you never do. Huh? And what for? You better go and makan better, you still can makan, your stomach get full. Yeah, you listen only, very good, talk, very good. Then forget already. Go back home, very good. Then the knowledge slowly get rusty, forgotten. Huh? Then no homework. So, that's why the Buddha always say, we are the owner of our own action. Heir to our action, born of our actions, related through our actions, and live dependent on our actions. So whatever we do, for good or for bad, we must bear. Is it fair? So fair. Very fair. Yeah? No one can help you. You can only help yourself. Coming here is just a Dharma sharing session. Dharma sharing, boost, just to boost you out and make sure maybe the boost can last for 1 day or 7 days, I don't know. Yeah. I don't have any expectation, to be very frank. Just that, it's my duty. You ask me to come, I come. I give the talk. And I never expect that the talk must be so many people there and go. No. You look at the Buddha during the Buddha's time. The Buddha walked so far away just to teach his disciple. So far away, Not like now we have cars, this very aircon car, so nice, and yet people don't want to go. So far, this and that. A lot of reason people will give. We never want to treasure how lucky we are. I was in Arunachal Pradesh in India. Quite remote. Dharma book, you got to buy. Talk, you pay. Courses, you pay. Everything. You see? Down here you have all this aircon. You have all this nice seat. Everything so catered for you all. And you must treasure that, we are very lucky lot. We have, our housing. You have all these beautiful gardens. If I tell you to go out there at 4 o'clock in the morning, go and meditate, how many people will say yes? No lah, so early, still sleeping. See? But if you say, I want to practice, I want to go full swing, is it possible? Yes. But before you say you want to go full swing, first thing you must attain what we call samadhi. You must have the taste of samadhi, appana samadhi. That means one partner's concentration. That means the mind go into a state of concentration, no thoughts, future, no thoughts of past, just this present awareness that the mind go to a state of samadhi and it's very bright. This whole body disappeared. And we come up from this samadhi, let me tell you, you will say that I want to ordain. Yes, but how many, in my life as a monk, interacting with Buddhists, Singapore and Malaysia, Thailand, overseas, I can count with my own hand. Monks that attain this kind of samadhi, I can count with my own hand. And lay people, this finger can't finish. Yes, it's not so easy. Recently, we have this Paul Khao from from Thailand. He stayed in Chiang Mai, Hui Som Suk. He was diagnosed cancer, gonna die soon. And he went to temple at a very young age, the mother brought him to the temple. And he met all these, very, very very experienced meditators, Kuba Achan, and they asked him to meditate. And at a very young age, he already attained Appana Samadhi. So he got a kind of confidence that he can practice well. And he married. He got married. He got 4 sons. And later when he got cancer, he was so distressed. His mind was in a state of chaotic state. He was so down, so dragged down, so demoralized. And so he went to see Longpo Prasit, Punya Mangalo. He passed away 2 years ago. And Longpo Prasit told him to stay alone, to meditate and contemplate the body, contemplate the 5 khandas. So you can see this man, even though he has experienced Appana Samadhi, and when he was diagnosed with cancer, still his mind can't accept the truth. Why me? Why me? Why me? How to die peacefully? You see? Because he lacked contemplations of the 5 khandas. He still latched on. Of course he can't contemplate because he was a family man. Right? And he don't face this kind of grave health problems. So normally people who can meditate very well are people who almost dead, sentenced death by the doctors, and they will say, oh, I only got very short time left, full swing. But people like we all, very healthy, so there's no threat, so why should I push so hard? Right? And nobody people are like that. That's why sometimes must have some signals. So then he went on to contemplate for the first month. This Paul Kawa, this 8 preceptor, he stayed alone in Hui Som Suk. Hui Som Suk is the way up to the Prabhat Loi, the Buddha's footprint up in Chiang Mai. First month, second month, 4th month, 6th month. So every time he can't calm himself down. He got a lot of doubts. He went to see Longpo Prasit. Every time he went to see Longpo Prasit, and through my knowledge, through my association with Longpo Prasit is very kind, very calm, very cool man, very kind. He would, don't talk to him, just give him a stunned look and just, get back! So he very depressed, kind of scolding, really, go back. And he tried very hard to contemplate this 5 khanda, this body, into anicca, dukkha, anatta, also part impurity of the body. And he made a lot of adhithana, fayen, that one session I'm going to sit for 5 hours. And one session of walking meditation, I'm going to walk 5 hours. Mayu, his leg was operated and 2 stainless steel metal was poked inside there. It's very painful if he walk. Nevertheless, he walked with his help of the crutches. And he walked. He said at first very pain. His mouth to give up. He cried because the pain was so intense until he said, die lah. See, swallow. Yeah. And then the mind going to full samadhi, boom. He got his energy, got this concentration back up again. And he contemplate. He see things so clearly. When he chop off his head, chop off the whole body. It's just like a real thing manifesting in front of him. And he burned the thing and dissolve it into 4 elements. And he start to contemplate, where is me? Nothing. Boom! The heart exploded. Cry and cry like a small boy. Like, so stupid, human being, so stupid. He doesn't stop there. He continued to contemplate what causes all this pain. Who said pain? The mind. Then he turned back attention from body to the mind now. What causes all this suffering of ours? So you see, this series of training from Sila, Samadhi, Panya. You got to go through all this series, then you can free yourself from suffering. But of course, when we say free yourself from suffering, doesn't mean that I must die. No. That means you have the breakthrough in your understanding. You know it's not from books, it's from your practice of meditation that you see through the eyes of the mind, the wisdom that arises from your meditation, that you see very clearly, perceive it, and the mind let go. Let go at that moment, and there's a certain happening within there. Okay, that one is very hard to describe. Only those people, when they describe, then we say, okay, true or book knowledge. You can't tell lie, let me tell you. If you don't have, means don't have. So, Adithan means you got to make a inspiration. Okay, I must walk 5 hours, 6 hours, or 10 hours, up to you. Or maybe start out with 3 hours. Not so bad, 3 hours. Then sit 3 hours. If cannot, half hour lah. Don't scare you. Half hour first. Okay, and then you got to have this mental adithan, mental what you call it, engagement, to engage yourself that I will not move. If I move, may the thunder strike me. If I move, may I die a horrible death. If I move, may the water drown me. May the earth suck me, like Tevadatta. May the fire burn me. All these 4 elements to be your weakness. Let me tell you, your mind not there to be lazy, full swing. Yes, the minute you're lazy, you better don't. You make the vow until you die, and then you okay, yeah, this is how we push, and but if you cannot, better don't do. I must cautious you all now. This is no joke. This is no joke. If you cannot, then don't do. Then don't have so much expectation, want to be Arahant. If you cannot, then you'll be maybe a bit lower, a bit. Putthamamaka, we call it Putthamamaka, a good human being that will come back again to support Buddhism. Human being, not cat or dog or animal. So you must have these 5 precepts. You see, so this thing that we say, of course, when I say this thing, maybe it's quite scary or quite threatening, that must we really have to go through this kind of training in order to, attain this kind of so-called attainment? You look at this society we are living in now. All this sensual pleasure, all this eye contact, ear contact, nose contact, mouth contact, all this good food, good enjoyment. How to practice? 富贵修行难啊. Yes, that's why to test myself, I always spend 1 year, many months in the forest, so that my knife don't get rusty. Yes, We still maintain that kind of standard. Coming back to Singapore, just like, discharging my duty as a monk, doing some educational things for our local Singaporean. And this is my first year I'm back in Singapore. First year that stay so long. 31 years as a monk. I never stay in Singapore for more than 1 month, A few days disappear already. And most of the time in the forest. But since we are back, I think we should contribute something back. And that's why we are here to give you the encouragements that the Buddha say, if there's still people upholding Sila, Samadhi, Panya, if there's people still practicing Satipatthana, still preaching the Noble Eightfold Path, this world won't be free of Arahant. Won't be free of Arahant. So, I'm going to end my talk now, and there are some questions that I will answer now, okay? Okay, this one, Ajahn, you encourage us to meditate more. You mentioned that always come back to our body. Do you mean scanning our body part by part? Yes. Besides focusing on the breath, the minute you can focus on the breath and you're comfortably with the breath, next thing that's going to creep into your mind is drowsiness. This is a very, very critical symptom. A lot of meditators will experience this thing. So when they meditate from a very troubled mind, then they are able to bring the mind into a state of calmness. Then after a while is grogginess, drowsiness. They want to sleep and they sort of, what to do? Nothing to do. What? Right? God, you scan your body. Use this awareness that you have now, direct it to the different part of the body and feels the different parts of the body. Just like you go through CT scan like that. Scan the head, scan the neck, back of the body, right leg, right hand, left hand. Scan through and through. Scan until your mind comes to a complete stop. If the mind can't come to a complete stop, it's okay. When you say complete stop, that means the mind, you think of it to scan, it can't think because it's too tired. So it will go into a state of stillness again. Right? Then you see, still already. Then after a while, you withdraw back from the state and you start to think. Okay. A lot of people also get stuck here. You start to think. And you always bear that kind of knowledge that I shouldn't be thinking. Hey, you're a human being or you don't think. It's a natural process that you think. But make sure you know that, okay, the mind is thinking. But you are still with the breath. Don't try to force the mind not to think. Thinking is thinking, breath is breath. Your attention with the breath. When you're able to do that, then you will discover something that the minute you focus on the thoughts stop. Why? Because the power of your mindfulness. It's not anything. You focus, pop, the thoughts stop. So don't get misleaded or misguided that your mind shouldn't think. Sometimes you should think. For example, if your mind is in the stage of drowsiness, after it calms down already, drowsy, and you don't know what to do next, contemplate the body. That's what the Buddha say. This is a university of the body. Scan from the head to the toes of the feet, from the feet of the to the head. So how should we go about it? Now you scan, take out your hair, take out your nose, your eyes, every part, fingernails. You try to talk to yourself. Do a kind of analysis within yourself. Hey, this nail of mine, is it beautiful all the time? No? Yeah, it's beautiful if you put makeup. Lah. So if no makeup, quite ugly. No? So 50 years later, what happened? Like Amma like that. No? Oh yeah. They look at Amma, his wrinkles, his, crooked body, his immobility, shit all over the place. So you should take your Amma to be your teacher. Oh, I want to be like that. No. So this is what? This is anicca, impermanence, right? So these are the kind of exercises we should practice to remind ourselves, not to be complacent in our life. Okay? So these are the things we should contemplate. We don't have to do asopa so horrible. A lot of people can't accept the fact that asopa, they find it very neurotic, 神经病. Actually, it's real thing. But for monk, we need to do. For lay people, you can use old people, people who are more unfortunate, deformity of people, blind people. Contemplate on that. Why these people suffer this thing? Why? Karma. Because of precept. They never hold on to their precept. That's why they got to suffer this lifetime. Why they short-lived? So young, die already. Leukemia, blood cancer. Why? Why? The mother always cry. Because we are monk. We got a lot of, this kind of domestic problem they have. They will run to the monk. So we will give them some dharma to tell, okay, this is part and parcel of life. So what can you do? Accept it. And this is true. When you talk about karma, then slowly they want to do good. Okay, how to do good? Then you lead them to sila again. Remember, back to sila, back to sila. In the Buddha's teaching, is very, very direct and very, very powerful. He just asks them to observe precept and meditate. So, and then they say that, well, can you please, okay. Who can we approach in Pali Lai if we have question or meditation? As Ajahn Ki busy most of the time. I think it's time to ask the same teacher who taught us. You meditate more lah. Because if you meditate more, let's take for myself as an example. You think I always stay with Long Pu Chia? No. When I stay with Long Pu Chia, is when he say that, calm down. Then I calm down. How's your meditation? Then we go to report. If not, back to the forest. So 1 year I only come down to Pathum 1 or 2 times. Most of the time up in the forest. Very, very thorough, let me tell you. Worse than army training. Yes. Let me tell you, you think so what? Enjoy like that. Oh, yeah. But it's good practice, very good. Very good. Okay, there's a question. Pante, my China friend practice a kind of Tibetan meditation to push the mind via the head to detach from the body. During the last dying moment, have you heard about this practice? Any comment or sharing? Okay, that I share with you, but not from the head. Not from the head. We talk about mind state. When you're practicing meditations, until you reach the stage, right, it's only the mind. So when you're only the mind, where got head some more? There's no such thing as head. You just put toe, out you go. Put toe, let me tell you, put toe. One word only. So nice. We have a lot of, I share with you my experience when I was my third Vasa. Yeah. I was in this Kanchanaburi National Forest called Thung Yan For a person to walk from point A from Tak this province, Tak province until Kanchanaburi province, from the north to the south, take about 2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. 5 years ago, I did it 40 days because 老了 2 weeks. Okay. The mountain is very steep, very steep, like steeper than this radiation, very steep. So we got nothing. We only hold on to put toe. You ask me, have I think of giving up during the walk? You cannot give up because no village. Once you enter there, you must walk out all the way. So if you want to take the test, you must be okay, Siswa. Then you got to Siswa. Then you go in because you don't get lost. If you get lost, bye to you. So sometimes we can saw monk corpse in uniform with a bat already become bones ready. Sometimes not all the time. Sometimes. And some monk just disappeared until today, my friend, I don't know where he go to. Achan Somsak. And so when the mind is very concentrated, it's very intended, we put hold. So anything that comes in danger, the mind is very, very fast to react. It won't care about the body, it just back to the mind, put hold, pop. What happened is I was approaching Senepong. Senepong is the last stop before we come out to the main road. So I was approaching Senepong, and that time it was war between the minority and the Burmese army. So when I reached the village at time, I can listen helicopter from how come helicopter? Then I go nearer. I saw all this lorry, trailer lorry, Mercedes-Benz lorry, all been burned down. I think about 50 lorry at least, all burned with fire. I said, what happened now? War or what? And I went out to the main road. Before I reached here, I was from Sarawak. Sorry. I want to tell this experience in Sarawak. In Sarawak, I walk out from Sarawak towards Senepong. So during the way, there's two sides of the mouth, a small hill. Because I was in the army before, I can listen to this M16 loading. M16 sound. So my put very fast. And true enough, these 4 soldiers came down with the M16. And they thought I'm a spy because why? Hey, wartime, what are you doing here? I don't know. It's wartime because in the forest, I don't know this is war. And then because my left shoulder gone already, swollen. Left shoulder also gone, swollen. So I use my head to carry my bow. These 2 sides bengkak already, too painful. My leg all cracked. The heel of the foot cracked until, I tell you, in Singapore they will say go and sew. Very painful, but because of the practice, just put the powder, the dust, put the dust and try to, there's blood and put dust. Got to walk, no point, no choice. When that fellow used the M16 and poke on my stomach, pop out. The mind just out, like the feeling is like cotton wool, so happy, At that stage, I can see this body shivering in front of me, my own body shivering. Then my heart said, shoot down this body, shit man, shoot. But he never shoot. Shit. It's really suffering, let me tell you. When he don't shoot, I say, oh, look, the mind got to come back to the body. Wow, damn painful, let me tell you. I don't want this body anymore. Talk. You see, so this question got to go out from the head. I don't have to go out from the head. But you must put. And then the next one, the Mon state. I went into the Mon state before coming out in the Mon state. Mon state are more friendly. And they shotgun. This one not M16, shotgun. Shotgun. So I put toe. This time the mind don't detach. No. I said, 死掉了，爬去天了。But very composed. 洗手不要紧啦。put toe. So you see the contrast between the two. Same mind, same body, same mind. This incident, you're able to out. The incident, same. Between less than an hour. You see, that's why you say karma. We talk karma. I relate this incident to Prat Mongalana. Prat Mongalana, because of his killing, karma of killing his own parents, he was clubbed to death by 300 robbers. Clubbed to death. Most of the time, he will be informed because of his psychic. He meditate, he know of people coming. He jump out first. So that day, time's up. Payback time. He want to go to jhana, cannot go in. See there. They whack him until he died. But after he completed, he paid up this thing, he was able to attain, because his mental thing, back to jhana and, use his psychic to patch out his body and walk to pay respect to the Buddha, to say goodbye to the Buddha and enter Nibbana. So you see, in Buddhism, Prat Mongalana, Mahamongalana, is the first in psychic, and yet he got to die a terrible death. Yeah? A lot of people will start to doubt, how come cannot what? Can do psychic, cannot what? But the Buddha said his karma. His karma during the last time, past life, he kills the parents and his payback time. And all the while he can go into, he can walk on water, go underground, fly here, fly there, like Superman like that. But that day cannot. So payback time. So karma like that. So we got to believe in karma. Whatever thing we do, everything we do, there's a karmic forces. The way you talk, you think, don't say don't have, no. It's not payback time, that's all. A lot of people always like to say, these people do a lot of bad things, nothing happened to him. This very good thing, how come so bad? Well, if you want to base on this lifetime action, then it's very irrelevant, because in Buddhism we believe in action of the past that will ripen in this lifetime, or maybe it won't ripen next lifetime. But if you are being able to attain, to lessen your number of rebirth, then it will be better. You see, even the Buddha, before he passed away, he still got to go through the signal of a dysentery. That means something like diarrhea. Keep pulling, shit until, wow. You see, why? Same thing. It's karma. So we are no different. Everybody got their own karma to so the detachment of the body don't need. Next one is I lend money to my friends for her abortion. She did not return the loan. Okay, my question, I was indirectly committed killing? No. Does it has a greater impact for me if she didn't return the loan? No. Okay. Now you must understand how to define killing in the Buddhist context. When you say killing, first thing you have this intention, I want to kill. Then you begin to plan, take action, and you execute. And the object die. Then you see, oh, die lah, see lah. These 5 things, then is killing. Okay? If not, it's not considered killing. For example, Mr. Red, don't like Mr. Bottle. He asked, he planned, hire this fella, Mr. Yellow. Hey, you go and I pay you this money, you gao tim, must come out newspaper. Okay. Then this fella is a kayu fella, kayu killer. He doesn't kill him, only hurt him, only badly hurt him. So it's not killing, because the intention is not fulfilled. Action doesn't die, not fulfilled. During the Buddha's time, there were these very playful monks. You know, monk also human being, sometimes very playful. Seaside, got big stone, roll, roll. So got one monk doesn't know. He walked past there. He rolled the stone hit his head, and this monk died. So he was very remorseful. Oh, die, I killed someone. So he went to see the Buddha. I killed someone, I committed a parajika offense. So the Buddha questioned him. What was your intention when you do that? He said, I was out of having some fun only, push for the fun of pushing. So when the rock bush, you know, the kind of water splashing, that's all. You don't have intention to kill him, right? No. Okay, no, nothing. No, not killing. So it's considered a mild offense, Tula Jaya. You just confess that I won't commit this stupid, foolish action again. You see, even the Buddha's time, same thing. Like stealing. Stealing also the same thing. You also must have this, what we call that, factors in order to fulfill a stealing. If he just first thing he must have intention, I want to steal. And I know this thing belongs to someone else. And I want this thing. I know this thing belongs to someone else. How? I will steal. You make the statement, I want to steal. And then you start to plan how to steal. Then action come. Then you move this thing. Okay, stealing. But if you never move, it's just a mental stealing. Likewise with killing also. Killing. So you must understand. Sometimes don't because of you not being understanding what contribute to define the word killing. Okay, you must have this factor. First thing, I want to kill. I want to kill. You must have I want to kill. Or you think, okay, I want to kill. Frame ready. And then you prepare your weapons or maybe your thing, and you execute it. And that person really die, no? Then it's killing, intentional killing. But if not, it's not killing. Just someone just very angry, get provoked. You know, in the newspaper you always see they drink coffee, they look song pa. Then you say it's just a manslaughter. It's not intentional, but because out of provocation. You know, young people like that, sometimes killing also can fight, no? So if you were to understand it, you won't be you won't have the doubts that you kill. But of course, if you take a morphine and start to you all die already in front of you, intentional killing, definitely. Cockroaches, ants, they say, bo pian leh, bo pian leh, bo pian, what bo pian? They say if the ants, the cockroach can take gun, take knife, will fight with you, I tell you. Okay, what is your advice for us, good life Singaporean, to practice well on Theravada Buddhism? Sila Samadhi Panyama, very easy. It means you do you practice generosity, observe precept, and you meditate. Meditate, Okay, doing a job that involves in slaughtering of life will create bad karma. So if business that involve animal like pet shop or people keeping pets, but do not involve in killing them, will this bring us bad karma? No. No, it won't. Because you are doing it for a living, When we say, like, again, you didn't kill, you didn't hurt, you pampered. But of course, there's a chain of give. We say a chain of prices that people pay you. Well, it's okay. Can normal people get enlightenment? Because this one already explained. So, any question?
Please feel free to ask any question, because this is your last chance. So Nirvana is the ultimate realm, right? So how about those deities? I'm sorry, I'm going back to last week's topic as well. How about deities like all the other Gui Shen? Then do they also have to reincarnate and they have to go through the many realms before they go to Nirvana?
Definitely. But of course, all these Gui Shen, they also, they also support inclination. Those, you're from which camp? Buddhist. You go to your Buddhist camp, no? Yes, let me tell you, it's like that. I shared with you all in the States. I went to the States, and you don't expect to see Chinese ghosts in the state. You only see Indian ghosts, Red Indian, and the South California Army ghosts. Because why? They have been engaging in war during that time, when they are doing these separations, United States of America. So a lot of people have been killed during these revolution times. A lot of beings, the Red Indians, have been killed, slaughtered. Piles of people like this horde, piles. It's not one person, two piles. I say, wow. And every leaf, there's one soldier. I was meditating, how come got so many soldiers on the tree? Wow, all these ghosts, not human being. So I went up to, next day I went up to talk to Ajahn Jeffrey, Thanissaro Bhikkhu. He said, Ajahn, down here, a lot of these Indian ghosts and this amok. He said, hey, you do something, your antenna better, you do something. Do something. I said, okay lah, we do some ceremony here. And it's true, And after doing this transfer of merits, they are very happy. They are very happy. Just like It's just that they haven't been known to someone who are able to detect them of their existence and to spread the thought of good thoughts to them. You know, just like somebody else, and we said, you know, no one ever talked to them and they feel very oppressed, very so many people, nobody talk. Then you go there, hello, how are you? Then you can have the kind of connections. You know? And true enough, these so-called beings, after you spread thoughts of goodwill, do a lot of chanting, you are actually bringing them to become one of your members. Yeah, surprisingly. They are very happy, you know, when we do chanting, like that, falling, you know, you will go to the Sala hall. But these are something that you cannot see by your naked eyes. So when you tell somebody they're talking rubbish or what. So this is something we don't talk. But since you ask, I answer you, lor. Like I went to Finland. Last week I was in Finland. So there was this very old houses. So I was meditating. Not in the house, another house. I saw this crippled lady limping comes towards me and sort of very, very misery, you know. So I look at her, I said, sit down, I transfer Mary to you. Well, straight away she very happy. After that, she invite me to go to her house. Yeah, I said, okay. I said, you go first. So I just scan through and hey, I better don't go because just thinking of going and the whole body got so cold, I better don't go. And he stayed put. And then the next day, I told the Thai devotees who come for the dana, I said, okay, you transfer Mary to this lady living there. So everybody, where got lady? I said, just think of this lady, crippled lady, I'm more to her. And true enough, she was very happy. So I thought before I left, I have a mental agreement with her. You must help me to look after this temple, okay? Help me. She's very happy. So these are the beings that sometimes we cannot see through the naked eyes, but we can perceive them through meditation. But you must know how to do about it. If you don't matter. Back to your breath. Yes. If you have anything that you cannot handle, remember, no, back to the breath only. Putto. Back to the breath, back to the body, until this mind, whoop, back to the body. Then everything will be okay. If not, you'll be something like you're sleeping inside a dream, and maybe your moms can wake you, 做更啦. You sort of wake up, you sort of steam, where am I? Not fully there. Have you experienced that? I think a lot of people experience that. You are inside a dreamland, and your alarm clock start to clang, and the mind know, the knowing, I got to work. So you don't know how to withdraw back to this state, from that state to this state. You got to think, where's my body first? The minute you think, where's my body? Pop, scan the body. Until you're fully back, then you open out your eyes before you wake up. Same thing with meditations. Every time before you get up from a meditation, back to the breath, scan the body, mental note, I'm going to come up from my meditation. Okay, then you come up. Don't meditate and just walk out and I tell you something going to happen, because your mind will be disturbed. When you're in concentration state, it's very peaceful. Come up from concentration systematically. So when you scan the body, back to the breath, scan the body, back to the breath, then you come up. It's very systematic and nothing will happen to you. Likewise with dealing with all this nimitta, something outside of you. Back to your body, back to the breath, you'll be very safe. Okay?
as you talk about the life after death, the question is, I understand that the last month you've been used to exercise. Usually, I always feel that people don't go very well. What's the reason for that, and how to help them?
Or somebody pass away. Okay, and then they don't go, they doesn't leave the house.
No, they sometimes I feel they don't go very well. Meaning,
Or they don't pass away well. That means they die very crying.
no, you don't even see the cry now, but I don't know, but feels that they might go in a very good way.
She feels that.
You feel, okay. What we can do in the Buddhist context, normally we will use their name, and then we do merits under their names, transfer merits.
But actually, the moment the person passed away, right, already reborn, already correct?
No, you don't. Already say she's still there, right? Okay, if you can dream, okay, under what circumstances we do merit, okay? But we better put it this way. If your relative pass away, your friend pass away, and someone keep dreaming, he come back, no? Never wear anything, whole body blood, no? How? You better do something. He's in the very misery state. Or he come back, wow, a lot of gold, very happy state. Then you can tell that, oh, this person is in a very good, state, mind state. Yeah. So, if you ask me, should we continue to do merit even though we doesn't have any relative ready? Yes. Because why? This lifetime, the relative is your eyes that can see, that can perceive. But the Buddha said we have a lot of relatives that we cannot see through the eyes. We keep doing, and it's good. 回向 is good for you and good for them, because these beings that is born inside this realm, they only, it's not like human being, no. You got no food, I can borrow food from you, borrow money, buy food, borrow your house to stay for one night, tomorrow. No. In the realms of this ghost, nothing. Nothing means nothing, If you don't do merit, nothing, zero. But if you do merit, of course, there'll be abundant thing you will be waiting for you. So, in the Buddha's time, there were these parents, okay? They don't like the Buddha's teaching. They always have prejudice. This teaching always ask my son, my daughter, give this, give that, build this, build that. Stupid, my daughter, my son also is stupid. So what happened is, at the breaking out of the body, this whole family, the mother become a beta, the father also same thing. You know what's their food? When the father shit, the mother will eat. When the mother shit, the father will eat. Because couples, parents, it's a related karma. See? They will eat on the saliva. Those ghosts who don't have merit, eat on the saliva, the shit, the pulse of human being also. But the daughter and the son different. Wow, one with big retinues, sitting on elephant, traveling, chariots. These three daughters and the son. And they can see their parents behind, also following, but beta. So very pitiful. I want to give something to the parent, cannot. Cannot give. Want to give also cannot. So near, yet so far. So near, no, but yet so far. So you see how this karma work. To make it more simple, just like in our neighborhood, just our neighborhood. How come our family so peaceful, so blessed. And then another next door one, every day, quarrel, like warfare like that. Have you experienced that or not? In your neighborhood, I think you have. Why? It's human action. What is a man-made? Yeah. Okay? Oh. Did I answer your question? Or still haven't? Okay? Okay, my father passed away 2 more weeks ago. What should I do to help him? I'm chanting Hui Xiam him the merit. Again, Hui Xiang, if you're for this dead person, normally we say that get some requisite that he used. Food, medicine, robes, and transfer to him. Transfer to him. And whether you believe or not, like it or not, alright, certain beings, they still have that kind of taste. Yeah. In the Buddhist context, it's true. They say the minute you die, pop, you take rebirth straight away. But what kind of rebirth? Chokui. Yeah, rebirth, but ghost realm. Ghost realm. So in ghost realm, how you treat this type of ghost realm? We got to do merit for them. Yeah. Got to do merit. Doesn't involve very expensive thing. No. Okay, I give you very simple example. When I was in the forest, I was staying with this hill tribe, and I was disturbed by these beings by the thousand ghosts. So every night they will come and scratch my back, pull my head. Like I'm sleeping there. I got a feeling from there being dragged to here. And pull back, pull here, next scratching. What the heck is this? When I wake up, nobody. But I close my eye again. 7 days. So on the 7th day, I say, enough. So I take out my sitting cloth. I go to this tree, big tree, very big tree. Something is very funny, this place. So I sit in between these 2 trees, I sit center here. So I make a vow, make an aspiration. Whatever being stay here, enough, What you want, tell me. But my life I won't give you. What you want, you tell me. So I sit and meditate. And true enough, they manifest on my left. All these babies without clothing, all these small children without clothes, crying. All these beings are so horrible looking, the eyes drop like that. Full of maggots, leg full of maggots, yuck. On my right, all these adults, men, ladies, sorry, the private part so big, Oh, yo, I said, wow, all maggots. So I asked them, what is your karma precept? The 3rd precept. Men also like that. Oh, yeah. Horrible, stink. So, okay, I know what to do already. Next morning, I went for my arms round. I told the village head, his name is Putao Saphe. Saphe, why you all go and build a kuti, cemetery, no? I said, how come you know? It's like disturbed for 1 week already, never sleep, no? Whole night, correct my back, whole night correct here, pull head, pull leg. Hey, what can we do now? Okay, I said, whose relative is buried here? Everyone, family send one members to represent. You say, wow, Manga, down here, a lot of tribe, no. The Hmong tribe, the Musa tribe, stay here before, then they move away. So when they die, they bury here. So how? They say, never mind, anyone also, existing one also can transfer merit. And I was very amazed after the transference of merits. In the morning, then night, they manifest. They got clothing. I was so, how come got clothing? Yeah, got clothing and very happy. But of course, those with maggot, got no maggot, but still no flesh. Those who are born, but got flesh already. Those who are naked, got clothing. Those who got clothing, getting better. So say, oh, wow. Oh, Mary is real. No? So from that night onward, I got no doubts in the transference of merits. Because sometimes we think, how to prove, Is it true? I cannot see with my naked eyes, but this thing prove it to me. That's why I got no doubts about transferring of merits. There is an effect there. Okay. So you know what to do to your father? Is there a reason why I keep tearing and yawning when I try to meditate? I'm not feeling sad or feeling very tired. Actually, it's normal. It's normal. I also have this type of problem. I just sit, and then this thing disappears. It goes away. It will go away. But if you say that give up, then you won't be able to meditate. Okay. For example, when I meditate, I always got this tension on my chest, very painful tensions. Last time was on my stomach, and later was on my chest. And at first I thought, high tech. No, high tech's on the left. How come? Maybe I do my stretches wrongly or what? This type of thought because we exercise. Then you say, just meditate. Okay. I just meditate and no problem. So don't be taken away by whatever symptom that happen to you. Just keep on meditating. Can we transfer merit to those who are still alive? Can we do transfer merit to those who are still alive? Actually, we don't say we transfer merit to people who are still alive. We spread thoughts of goodwill, because when you meditate, you have this very good energy in you. Okay? Then you channel this good energy to them. And if you ask me, does it has an effect? Yes. It's proven. It's proven. You see, for example, certain children, they are very playful, The parents cannot do anything. Come. 乖乖 and just do that, and the children become 乖乖. You say, how come like that? I say, I also don't know. For example, some people is sick, they bring their son, Manga, my son be your godson, cannot. So I know they got problem. You see? So I say, okay. So when you receive, you actually helping to carry something for this small boy also. And this small boy signals, okay straight away. But you got to be careful. Why? Certain thing might go to you. whether you like it or not, whether it's not in the text or in the text, this thing exists because it has been proven that certain thing, energy can transferred. That's why it's thought, spread thoughts of goodwill, spread thoughts of goodwill. Certain people you go, you just see these people, you don't want to stay around there. It's very, very uneasy having this fellow around. This kind of vibration is emitting from him. You see? But if you always practice metta, it feels very nice. The whole atmosphere is very nice. Very nice. Very, very cheerful, very nice. That you want to go there. I don't know why. Like there are some temple. You know, if you say that this temple is very attractive, no, there's nothing. But people like to go there because of the kind of serenity, the kind of energy people go. They just feel at ease. I saw one Singaporean. I think they also like to play this called barang-barang thing. So they went to Ulu Tilam. He was suffocating all this while, and the minute he entered the temple, everything okay. So his friend said, "Hey, how come like that? He said, "I also don't know." He said, "Mom, tell you got what?" I said, "I also don't know." Energy is good because near water. I can only explain that, but you ask me what is the reason behind, I don't know. I really don't know. Now, when we don't know, we cannot say we know, right? We really don't know what is the cause. We don't know. But if this person come here already, he can get better, they come often. That's all, right? Nothing wrong. We never charge you for coming, don't worry. So, okay. What if my two siblings dream of their brother still alive, covered in blood and in miserable state? Okay, when this kind of dream, we interpret like blood. We was talking about that individual mind state. Maybe it's very keksim, pasikat siung bei tong, or you want to commit something. Okay, blood state normally we talk about sickness, want to fall sick. All right, fall sick. This one is court case. Court case. You got to involve with something court case. Okay. Many times when I meditate, I smell urine, pop, it comes and go away. Any advice? Yeah. Thoughts of goodwill, metta. Just spread thoughts of goodwill. Okay? Singapore is very normal when you smell this urine smell, pop smell, Saibi, because our neighborhood so near, I'm very sensitive in Pali Lai. Why? When I meditate, why like that? So you got to prepare a lot of enzyme. Because when a lot of people use the toilet, it stinks. Normal. So don't take it that it's ghost. Because when you read book, they say you smell of this is ghost, smell of flower is deva, right? We have been educated all this while, right? So easy to be bluff, For example, you're downwind, I'm upwind. Okay, meditate there, you like joystick here, They say, then follow. You smell anything, Yeah, Tan Xiang Wei. I think they will come. Yeah, You see? It's funny, So people are we are very, very easily be bluffed away. I was in Rayong, 1987. There was this Mechi, a preceptor. She what they call that, a precept, shave head. So she command a group of lady disciples. So every time they sit and meditate up in the JD. So that time was Cobra Go training in Thailand. Cobra Go helicopter Helicopter got two lights, starboard at the port side, right? The red light and the green light. So I'm in the army before. So I know this is helicopter. But this old lady, she doesn't know. She thought that she meditated. You see the light, no? Breathe in, breathe in. So, so I thought of, hey, because I was inside the JD, they were outside of the JD. So I can listen to whatever thing they say. So I can listen, there's helicopter sound. Maybe they're old lady, a bit deaf, dumb. The ear can't listen properly. But they can only see light, red light, a green light, and the red light. So cartoon, no? They sit there, breathing. Everybody was breathing in, breathing out, breathing out. I said, what are you doing? He said, you don't know lah, you go ticky one. He said, I very ticky, every time don't believe. I said, helicopter. Don't believe. Until the next day, the American soldier came, pop. Why? They have an airdrop yesterday night. Helicopter, airdrop. They will got some food lah. That time is a Christmas ma. Airdrop can what you call it? Turkey for the amopeng ma. Yeah. Ajahn Jeff was there what? Ajahn Jeffrey. So we said, is this lady really, you know? This superstitious, breathe in, breathe out. And then the whole group, breathe in, breathe out. Red light and the green light. Oh, and you tell her, hey, it's helicopter skid bar the light. No. It's Deva light, you don't know. And next time the helicopter go, fly lower. Mechi, see helicopter. They saw we song ready. You see, when someone find that they have been fooled by their own ignorance at the time, malu paise. Yeah, they're malu no. Cartoon I tell you. That's why don't be carried away by eyesight, by ear, by nose. The smell is a Tewada, this and that. Easily fool can jump downwind. Ask them to sit downwind. The wind come from which direction? This direction. Okay, like joystick. And this fella, then after the teacher, they all smell something. Yeah, Tan Xiang Wei. Tewada came already. Come and rejoice with your thing. This is hypocrisy already. I mean, to me, I cannot accept this type of lie. Just because you want to make your lay people to have the faith in the training. This is lying, intentional lying already. Oh, I tell you, funny thing in Thailand, I see a lot of funny thing. Especially this type of light thing. Sometimes we are playful, we use flare. Light from some other place. But the real light exists. Don't exist. Okay? Real one so big. Big light like that. So big. We were meditating and the light came in front of you. Hey, what is that? Open up the mosquito now. What is that? Amau will say UFO lah. Well, we know this is Deva light. He come and Sui Si Anumotana. You can see the light move like that. Like down here to the camera, so near. And I saw, wow, going to the mountain, disappeared. I never stopped there. Next morning I go. Look high and low, don't know where. So this type of thing, they can manifest in the form of light. They can manifest in the form of human beings. They can manifest in the form of yaka, very ugly being. Because why? Sometimes this Deva, they want to help you with your practice. They want to test that this monk, is it truthful in his practice? He will manifest in the very beautiful lady. But the minute your mind start to waver, become yaka like that, so the monk go cuckoo lo. Go mad, Yes. Because when you're fighting the time, this is what happened. Because we've been through this kind of training and we have all this kind of experience. That's why your putto must be always stay neutral. Putto. Tewa come also bo chap. Ghost come also bo chap, Buddha come also bo chap, then you can reach samadhi. If not, like shopping center, or stop ting jie, never reach. Because I always stop halfway. Your destination cannot be reached. Because here got boat down there, got aeroplane down there, got this, got that. You stop, you go and kepo, sidetrack. Cannot. That's why you meditate, put ho. 一心专心诚心诚意 put ho ni, then no problem. How to help those with addiction? Addiction of what? Hey, addiction can be a lot of things, no? Addiction, games, alcohol, drugs. No, never specified. Never specified, cannot answer. Addiction. But people are like that, is addicted. Sometimes when they are grown up, you meant good to them, you try to tell them don't do, they won't listen to you. I think your experience with your son and daughter, right? Enough, go and study, go and sleep. Give mommy the telephone. Got one more inside, spare one. You don't know. No, it's like that. No, it's like that. You can ask. Nowadays they are like that. So what can we do to address this kind of addiction? Like for example, a lot of addiction. You're talking about addiction, drugs. And of course, if you talk about addiction, it's caused by the influence of greed, greed, bad companies, and when people are addicted, you tell them not to do. You got to put them out first, and these people must be willing to say that I want to change. If not, no way they will get out from the addiction. Because, for example, drug addicts. I've been dealing with drug addicts. In front of me, I say, you swear. Thunder will strike me. Swear. Water will swallow me, drown me. Water will swallow me. Swear. The earth will swallow me. You swear everything. Fire me, this and that. Back to square one. Because why? But after he do swearing, of course his life won't be good because he break his vow. Very miserable. Very, very miserable. You look at the face like ghost face already. Yeah. And he still come to the temple 师父你给我一个机会吧。我每次给人家机会我都门没有锁的。I never lock my door. You come in, you go yourself. You come in, you go lor. Because it's your choice, right? Want to being good must be a choice of your voluntary choice. You want to change. If you don't change, if that he or she don't see that it's a kind of addiction, it's something that is destructive, then no point. We are bystander and we try to help. Ended up kepo. People say we kepo, right? Normally we will kena kepo. Not your problem or what you care. So we only help people who approach you. The Buddha said, you want to say something to someone, make sure he want to listen. And he's willing to listen. Then you talk, Then you must look at the timing, the place. Like that, I can talk. You go outside, tell people about Nibbana, preset, it's crazy or what. Like, we don't talk. Like this type of place, we can talk. Openly we talk, no problem about concerning all these things, no problem. You won't get scolded because everybody share the same interest. But if you go to a place, some people are like that, they learn something, they want to share with their friend. They'll be very disgusted by the friend. The friend will feel very offended, very disgusted. Because why? You are selling a product. Very good, you must this, you must that. Same thing. So I conclude my talk and